Lying between two humongous peaks in the San Bernardino area of the Coachella Valley is a desert stretch of the Pacific Crest Trail that takes you downhill for 26 miles or uphill for 26 miles, underneath the interstate, through a windmill farm, and finally to the boundary of a national monument that hosts the highest point in Southern California. Hey, what's up? My name's Mike. I'm slowly section hiking the SoCal section and then hopefully more of the Pacific Crest Trail, PCT for short. That is 2,650 miles in total. In this series, I'm covering each section I hike and hopefully providing you some tips and insights into how you can spend an afternoon to a few days at a time on this trail that stretches from Mexico to Canada or Canada to Mexico. If you're heading northbound on the PCT, IDYLLWILD, California is located at mile marker 179.4 on the 2023 PCT mile marker, and the edge of the Sand to Snow National Monument is mile marker 215.7. I did this 36.3 mile stretch in 3 days. I did some out and back day hikes and some overlap miles of it all. There's resupplies, parking, and or water in IDYLLWILD, at Snow Creek Canyon, and in CABAZON, California, which is just a few miles away from the trail crossing. Snow Creek and CABAZON PCT section hike need to knows. This section of trail becomes a dangerous winter hike after the first big snowfall up in the San Jacinto wilderness. Some years are worse than others, and summer will be super hot and a nice stretch filled with potential of rattlesnakes. I would recommend a spring or fall trek if possible. IDYLLWILD, California is a great resupply town that doesn't even have a human mayor. Mayor Max is a dog that handles all the duties in between fetch, naps, and bones, I believe. Snow Creek Canyon has some off-street parking and a water spigot that you should filter before heading into the I-10 desert stretch. This is lovely year-round desert hiking that you could do without the high peak stretch in Jacinto if there is snow up on the mountain. There's also parking on Tamarack Road just beyond the I-10 crossing. I left my car on the street twice for day hikes, and it's right next to the trail crossing on the street. There's a lot of different great resources out there that I will list using the exact GPS coordinates, laying you right where the PCT crosses Tamarack Road. I found this thanks to Half Mile and their PCT maps. This section ends at the boundary of Sand to Snow National Monument that I covered. The Cahula Indians called the mountain Cuiara Kaish, which means bald or smooth, and considered among the sacred peaks of Southern California. From here, you would either return to your car at CABAZON or Snow Creek, or head towards Whitewater Preserve that is covered in a different section hiking guide of mine. You're only 15 minutes away from Palm Springs if you're in the mood for a little R&R before or after your hike. You're also close to Joshua Tree National Park, Marengo Canyon Preserve, and many other desert activities in the Coachella Valley. So you could easily tack on a few more days doing other desert vibey adventures in the region. You can sleep under the bridge at I-10, but I think that would be super uncomfortable even with earplugs. The campsites at Whitewater Preserve are supposed to be very nice. This section for me was completed as a series of day hikes though, so I didn't camp anywhere. Finally, the PCT posts yellow painted posts in the desert section, arrows when turning, and then mainly you just follow the trail up and down when ascents and descents are involved. The blazes are relatively well marked in the flat desert section of this stretch, but spaced far enough apart that you definitely have to pay attention and be on the lookout for the next one as you go. I saw my first tarantula on a hiking trail in this section. I met and gave a hitch to PCT 2023 hiker Bigfoot, who was wrapping up a 750-mile section he hiked, and he told me I was the first person he had seen in 4 days. Finally, in conclusion, to me, there's something special and magical about these big scenic trails. The AT, the PCT, the CDT, the AZT, and street parking for the trail crossings in neighborhoods where people have never even heard of the trail. Magical oases by trail angels, and a game of puzzles as you find mile markers and trail signs as you venture and hope to not have to turn back. Plus the idea that you can go NOBO or SOBO, depending on how you feel, is exciting and thrilling to me. It's more than just a day hike. It's an adventure that you can weave and craft many different ways. This is a section of the PCT many would assume skip and head to Joshua Tree, Palm Springs, or Big Bear for more scenic views. But that's what's so special about the PCT to me. The trail climbs and it descends and you go up again. Deserts, mountains, forests, trail magic, water caches, hopefully water caches that are reliable, sore feet, and fingers crossed no mountain lions. The PCT goes from Canada to Mexico or vice versa, but it's always just here waiting for us to do a few miles or a few days if you can't do all 2,650 miles at once. Because of the equestrian approved grades, this is a great section of trail that will push you, especially SOBO, towards Mexico and up near San Jacinto Peak, but never so steep that one can't handle it with some grit and training. Thanks for listening to my video. Thanks for watching. I hope whether you're going out for a day hike, a section hike, or a through hike, everything that the PCT offers, you can gain. Whether you're a Trail Town local, Trail Town angel, or just someone to learn more about the Pacific Crest Trail, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave no trace, pack your 10 essentials, and if you have any questions or want to comment with your experience on hiking the PCT in SoCal, or specifically this section, comment on the video. Happy trails, friends. Until next time, Mike R. signing off.